Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we are playing something a little bit new. It's called Pendragon. It's actually been out for a few days, but I did get given it a key early by the developers. Just didn't get around to playing it yet, which, you know, I'm sorry to say, because it's been quite fun. I played one run of it. It's sort of like a roguelike or possibly rogue-lite, depending on your definitions. But, you know, you do the story over and over again, and there's twisting, branching narrative choices. It's sort of a King Arthur thing, as you probably can tell by the fact it's called Pendragon. That's a bit of a giveaway that it's sort of Arthurian legend. And yeah, the plan is to stop Mordred. That's basically the plan. So yeah, the round table has fallen apart, and we've got to get back into it. So one thing, though, I want to point out straight away is this title screen, I think, is the worst representation of this game ever, because the actual game is very charming, but this hurts me on a fundamental level, because for one, there's not a custom cursor, which I find is always a bit... I don't like that, generally. The background is a very sort of rustic illustrative design, but then you've got the very cartoony illustrations as the main characters here, and then the logo has this horrible drop shadow thing behind it, which is completely unnecessary, and makes the whole logo look flatter and more... It's the exact same sort of... horrible juxtaposition between the sort of the rustic and the cartoony. Pick a lane, guys, pick a lane, because for some reason you pick a lane for the rest of the game but not here, and it offends me. But now we got that out of the way, let's start the game. Okay, difficulty. I actually unlocked another difficulty, but I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to start on the earlier one, because I got wrecked the first time I played, because it's a very unique sort of tactics game, and you'll see. It's easy to get muddled if you've not played it before. So, successful runs will unlock higher difficulty levels, and unsuccessful ones, apparently, which is interesting. Anyway, let's hop in. So, first off, we get to choose who we're playing. So, I've already tried playing as Queen Guinevere of Camelot, the gracious wife of Arthur, unfaithful and yet ever loyal. Is this again, the juxtaposition of this doesn't make a lot of sense. I think maybe that's the theme, but it's weird to reflect that into illustrative designs rather than tones. Anyway, it confuses me. Arthur's chivalrous best friend and traitor to him. That, I guess, makes more sense. But it's hard to say there's a traitor and yet still a best friend. Because, they're mutually exclusive. It's not a dichotomy, it's just... They're mutually exclusive. You can't have it. You can't have both. But I see where they're coming from. Anyway, Sir Lancelot du Lac we're going to play as. Beside the banks of the river Wainhare, the ferryman poles the barge closer to the riverbank. A hooded passenger steps ashore before he can change his mind. So, du Lac, another vow broken. I can't even keep my word to stay away from this ill-begotten country. So, straight away, you can see that we have some buttons at the bottom. We can hold position, which we don't need to do. There's nothing to hold from. We can change stance, which basically takes a turn to change whether we move sort of like horizontally or diagonally, essentially. Currently, you can see we're moving horizontally. So, boop. High ground means we can move in any direction, which is rather nice. So, if you get the high ground, you get the advantage that you can go anywhere, which is handy. So, moving on again. When the round table broke apart, Sir Lancelot fled to France, but a terrible vision has compelled him to return. And so, we just continue on, basically. So, this is what the game sort of looks like. And here are the sort of narrative inserts, which are rather fun. I missed what he said, because explaining what's going on. Alright, I'm going to change stance. Arthur, I will find you. I am your best friend. Or perhaps I am your very worst. You got a long way to go, I think. Fare thee well, Sir Knight. With that, the ferryman pulls away from the bank and disappears from sight. And you go into this sort of smoky, weirdy, miasma-y bit. Then that's the end of the level. And that's the goal in basically every level, just to get to the other side. But again, see what I mean? Like this background, it's all cartoony, and yet the tone is quite dour. So it's odd they chose a very sort of rustic kind of illustration when they're using this sort of colour by numbers aesthetic for everything else. I don't quite... Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird mismatch. But anyway, I like this style. I like this style a lot. But either way, you will have my sword. Because yeah, if you guys have watched anything else on the channel, then you know that I really love illustration. Like decent illustrations in games, I absolutely love. There's something just, you know, very visceral about decent illustration. And this qualifies. It's a very bold art style. I love it. So perhaps you'll forgive me. But either I will save you or else. So basically, we're choosing our motivations and things as we go. And it'll change how the story develops. So, let's see. Let's try and get forgiveness. If you're unaware, Lancelot hooked up with Guinevere. Perhaps you know that Guinevere and I truly loved each other. Perhaps. Two hearts separated. I know you're coming for me. That's Guinevere's motivation now, basically, because of what we chose. For Lancelot, I will not rest, ma chérie. And still, I hope for forgiveness. So, we get to choose an ability. So, push forwards. Charge 1 square further outside your territory, which is pretty handy. Or fall back, retreat multiple squares across owned territory. These are both quite handy. One's very aggressive, one's very sort of passive. But occasionally, falling back means you can approach an area in a more favourable way. Push forwards means, I think it's quicker, generally. And I don't know if you noticed this, but this little bar at the top is our morale. And that will slowly deplete as the battle goes on. And if it depletes, then something happens that you might see, unless I play great, and we won't. Near at hand, Sir Lancelot finds a horse hitched to a tree. He unhooks the reins. I'll call you Rowan. All speed, Rowan. There'll be no turning back. And the horse replies, and then gets a turkey stuck in its head. Alright, so, the ancient long barrows of Hollow Rock. Devlin's Valley. Alright, so where are we headed? So we can't go to Greyfield yet. We have to choose between these two, I think? Yep. So that'll send us way over the hill and then back down here. Which seems unusual. So, cold, windswept, thick with mud. Or, we can go to Devlin's Valley. Shields and axes hang from spiked palisade around the village. Well, that doesn't sound ideal, does it? Tell you what, let's go to the ancient long barrows. Why the heck not? What's the worst that could happen? Oh, there he is. Wow, he went under the hill, did he? Interesting. Alright, whenever you're ready, mate. The first night. At the ancient long barrows of the Hollow Rock. Night falls and the rain keeps on, beating the ground with its endless drumming. Fear creeps in. Sir Lancelot does not know how long it is until Arthur and Mordred are to meet. The rolling grass of the ancient long barrows of the Hollow Rock covers a ring of ancient stones. It was once a burial ground, for people now forgotten. Now it is home only to vermin and lonely ghosts. Aww. Well, if there's more than one lonely ghost, then I have an idea. It's hard to see the path from here. I hope I'm going the right way. I hope so too. There is a scratching noise from somewhere across the moor. So the grass, I forget what grass does. I think you can't charge through it, for one. And I think it does hide things as well. Okay, so here, you can see this little thing down here? Same as this, it's resolve. So any of our special abilities will cost us resolve, and you just pick them up. You just pick up resolve. It's cold up here. Too cold to rest at the night, I think. Oh, hello. A rat has caught the scent of Sir Lancelot. And here we go, an enemy. We have an enemy. Because it's glowing red, you can see it's actually going to attack us. Okay, it can attack diagonally. If we click on it, you can see he's a hunter. He'll hunt us down, nearest opponent. He will blunder into danger, because he's not that bright. And he can move and attack diagonally. So now, if we move up here, we will be able to move in any direction, because it's high ground. And so, no matter where he moves, we should be able to attack him. Oh, and also, every time you move diagonally, it will light up the spaces around you, but not if they're in enemy's range. So we saw we captured another area. And painting different areas, it lets you charge enemies and the like. So, yeah. So, we're going to attack him. Bop. Take that, rat. Sir Lancelot hits the rat. Hard. It flies up in the air and out of sight behind a rock. Legs wiggling as it goes. Alright then. Kind of want to grab this so we can fill up our resolve more. And now we'll run right to the end. And we can escape. I think I see the way through. There's probably something over there to grab, but I think we're good for resolve right now. It runs to Listanai's tower. It said that Sir Gawain resides there now. Mordred's accomplice, at least to begin with. But not a bad knight, and loyal. I have need of his passion now. Sir Lancelot sheaths his blade. He calls for his horse and swings astride. The ancient longbarrows of the Hollow Rock. We've also got the forest of Bourbon and Listanai's tower. So Gawain is there apparently. Let's go to this spooky forest first though. So time will pass as we do this stuff. I don't really know what the consequence of that is, but I'm happy to explore a bit. If you know, if Mordred ends up destroying the world or something because we've taken too long, then so be it. You know, that's the nature of a game like this. You just play again and again, and you learn from each run, and that's the beauty of it. So, final watch of the first night in the forest of Bourbon. Sir Lancelot winds a path silently between the trees of the forest of Bourbon. Fearful at every turn, things move between the distant trees. This place seems deserted. Well, alright then. Not that deserted, because there's a guy with an axe right there. But, you know, other than that, yeah, super deserted, mate. I guess I'll move away from it. Back at Camelot, we hunted boars in woods like these. An army of riders with packs of dogs. In forests where I would always be getting lost. Falling over. Catching myself on the hand of the Queen, or whoever was passing by. My name is Sir Dolan. There is only one knight you could be. You are Sir Lancelot. Does that give you hope or fear, or you're mistaken? I'll say, does that give you hope or fear? Both, I suppose. The most powerful swordsman who ever drew blade. I would be a fool to stand in front of you. He's getting more and more posh, I love it. So I will stand aside. Then you are welcome. New follower. Sir Dolan's coming with us. Cool. Hey, Sir Dolan. He seems fun. Okay, and so Sir Lancelot rides north, with Sir Dolan following close behind. Sir Lancelot had been ready to ride to Camlin alone, but now perhaps he will arrive with an army. An army of Dolan. Alright, and go to Listanai's tower. Daybreak on the second day. So one thing that time does do is we will actually exhaust our supply of food, and we have no rations. That'll be above our little morale indicator. We haven't found any. And so morale is going to decrease, and the more morale goes down, the less we can be in battle without bad things happening. So, yeah, things aren't great that we don't have food. And the more people we have in our party, presumably, the more food we'll need. So, you know, not ideal. Not ideal. So, yeah, morale, it is going to go down. It's very sad. But that last battle took, like, all of 2 seconds, so we can afford to lose a bit of morale, and it shouldn't matter too much. Daybreak on the second day at Listanai's tower. The pair ride through the long night until the sunrise comes. The two men ride side by side up the gentle slope towards Listanai's tower. This is said to be the current refuge of Sir Gawain. Rowan begins to whinny and fret. Sir Gawain, are you here? I suppose not. Can I smell smoke? Okay, so one thing we can do as well is we can actually bring in Sir Dolan into here as well. So you can just do it sort of on your own, right? With one character to try and get to the end. And of course, if you can just get from one, you know, with one person to the end very quickly, then you're going to complete the mission very fast. But if you bring in a second person, then you have more sort of tactical flexibility against any bad guys that may appear, right? So there's pros and cons there. But also, another consideration is if there's a bunch of foes and you slip past them, one of them might try and get to this flag, and getting to this flag will kill any followers that you haven't put into the game yet. So you've still got to sort of babysit them if need be. So perhaps Sir Gawain was here, but he was forced to run? Or maybe he ran out of ale. Ooh, it's a spider. The mandibles of a spider peer through a broken window frame, followed by an impossibly large body. Oh no. I go up there. If I keep my guard up, I'll be safe enough. Legs rattle like dry sticks. Spooky. Very spooky. So these only attack diagonally, so I should be able to be relatively aggressive. Did you murder Sir Gawain? No. I can't imagine he would run from you. And sadly, we're in that mode as well, which is sort of annoying. Party in danger. Spider's aiming to attack your home square and kill Sir Dolan, but he can't. He can't get to there. He can't get to there, can he? Okay, well now I'm a little nervous. I guess I'll have to bring in Sir Dolan. Sir Dolan! There's a spider haunting this place. Yes, no dear. I need my muzzle, I think. And my axe. Alright, now let's change stance. And now, if he shimmies over here, I should be able to stab him again. Hold your place, spider! The spider turns and flees. Oh, okay. Sir Lancelot lowers his sword. We are unharmed. Sir Gawain is out there somewhere, and we will find him. And for the first time since leaving Brittany, Sir Lancelot feels hope. God is on our side, Sir Dolan. I know it. We'll cut our enemies to bits. You'll see. Well, alright then. Good job. Good job, everybody. The Swamp of the Bent Ways. La Tangora, Gorarth. The village of Gerenhir. Alright, plenty of places we can go to. It looks like we're going to, it looks like we're going to go here where knights hang up their washing, presumably. Let's try the swamp. We might find food there. Several riders have come this way, and recently. But Camlin is somewhere to the north. This is to the north. What? What's your problem? That's north, mate. Alright, down the hills, far away. The Knight of the Round Table come to play. Afternoon on the second day in the Swamp of the Bent Ways. Listenay's tower is protected on one side by a deep, treacherous bog. No army could march across it without sinking. Sir Lancelot picks out a path with care. Okay, so we can't charge across these water tiles. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful here. Yep. I hear voices. I want to get that checked out. Out in the mist. Oh. We can't stop now. You don't know that. Of course I know. It's too late to turn back. Interesting. Okay. I'll move here so we still have high ground. I hear armor. Spurs. Knights. It's never too late. Surprise! 2 of them. They're arguing. That's good. You didn't encounter us, stranger. Turn around and ride away. What? I don't want to do that, though. So, the Lady Knight can charge forward through owned squares and attack. Hunts the nearest opponent. Really? Must you? I guess I'll go this way? I can't turn back. I am needed at Camlin. As are you. It's just from that sound effect alone, I'm assuming that they wanted us to turn around because they were having a personal moment. Alright, let's run in here then. Sir Mordred is not my master. Sir Mordred is my enemy. Liar. No, really. Oh, well now what do I do? Are they just going to keep chatting? Hopefully they won't attack me. Nope, that's going to hurt us if I do. If I go there, that's fine. She's pointing diagonal. Oh, they have the high ground. But so do I can move here. That's okay. The road north, it's here. Flee, or I'll strike you down. Well, I can just leave, right? Yeah, just complete the board. Yeah, bye. Bye, ladies. Ride wherever you wish, knights. The women flee in all directions. Surely only 2 directions. Sir Lancelot smiles with grim satisfaction. He bested the 2 old ladies. We must not be complacent. The road ahead is still long. The 2 knights spur their horses and ride away into the distance. They are quickly lost from view. Perhaps they could have been recruited to our cause. But now they are gone. So what's interesting with this game is I find sometimes if you loiter in a place, more stuff can happen. But of course you're using up your morale and things, right? So sometimes it's best to get to the other end as quickly as possible. Sometimes it's good to collect some more resolve. We have 1 billion resolve though. And if you just sort of loiter around a place, like a narrative forms a bit more deeply. So those old ladies we might have been speaking to for longer, and at some point they might have actually listened and gone, oh, so you are against Mordred. That's all right then, which I think is really cool. I think it's rather fun. So I can go to the village of Gren here, but I might be recognised here. All right, fine. We'll see. You got recognised by this lad, and you know, he's following you around with a big moustache now. It's rather smashing. Evening of the 2nd day, in the village of Grenhere. The village sits on the banks of the river Ardudway, some distance upstream from where Lancelot came ashore. Alright then. Go here, I suppose. Where are you going? Change stance. There's a bush there. We can attack bushes. Murky figures hurry between distant buildings. Children? No, buildings. There's a bush. There's someone out there in the mist. Pooping. Take that, bush. Nailed it. Crushed it, mate. Push forwards, but not much. So yeah, we'll do this, and then we can push forwards to here if need be. Ooh, maybe not, because there is water there. Perhaps they will do me a favour. And do something. I can go straight there, if I'd like, but this feels like a bad idea. Hello. So, who are you? Only bandits and trolls are abroad in the dark. I'm a man. Oh, I could go this way and back up. Give me some resolve while I'm having a chat. I'm no one, good villagers. Just a traveller. That's a someone. A Norman, is it? Only one Norman I know has a scar like that. And a sword that big. That's right, it's me, Norman Osborn. I don't care who you think I am. Perhaps you might have heard of me. Let's go with the latter. I think Lancelot, he's a bit of an egotist, isn't he? You know, sleeping with the king's wife, he's bound to be a bit like, hey, check me out, I'm Sir Lancelot. Perhaps you might have heard of me. But you do not need to say my name aloud. Of course. We'll remember that, shall we? But it is you, though, isn't it? I want to know what to tell my children. No more of this. As you wish. But if I can recognize you, anyone can. I need all the help you can get. I recognize you, of course. You're Sir Lancelot, aren't you? The French one! We've heard rumours. You're going to engage Mordred at Camlin. Mordred threatens us all. You can have my blade if you want it. Oh, okay. Don't you have family protect, or you shouldn't leave your home? I say don't you have family protect. Don't you have family to protect? These are dangerous times. I want to see the country. I don't want to be stuck here attending to swine for the rest of my days. Can you wield a sword? I can wield a plough, but I can learn. And I know these lands better, I think, than you. They call me Ank, or Anch. Short for anchovy. Come, anchovy. Sir Anchovy. Comes in packs of, lots of them in a little tin. A lot of knights. Yeah, because he's an anchovy. Anyway, then join us. For some reason. Come, random peasant. Gladly. New follower, Anch. We will make a knight of you. Off we go then. And what of you, rough villager? Do you need to call him that, really? You will return victorious to the village of Grenhere, Ank. I'll say, what of you, rough villager? What of you, rough villager? Would you ride with us? Ha! I prefer to marry a pig. You're heading only to your deaths. Mordred has the devil's luck. You won't give up. Bye now. That's alright. Run away. Come on, let's go. Alright, gain 3 rations. Nice. We finally have some food. Amongst the houses, Sir Lancelot finds 3 extra meals, which he steals from the nearby houses. And so Sir Lancelot resumes his mount, and behind him rides and of the village of Gren here. Uncertain in the saddle. The way north of here is treacherous. It's a short ride to the library of the Holy Spirit. They say Guinevere has taken sanctuary there. My queen. My sexy queen. The library of the Holy Spirit. Yeah, I suppose we'll have to go there, right? Go see if we can collect Gwen. So, the first time I went through this game, my first run, it was with Guinevere, and it was just Guinevere and Lancelot. But like now I'm being given 1 billion people. We'll be there in no time. We've come too far to fail. Everyone fails, said Lancelot. Our only choice is whether or not we try. Well, alright then. Cheery lad, aren't you? Midnight on the second day, at the library of the Holy Spirit. The cool evening mist clears as night falls and it begins to rain. The days out here are short, the road's long. Sir Lancelot and his followers ride up to the winding scrub slopes to the outskirts of the library of the Holy Spirit. There's supposed to be a hiding place. This is supposed to be the hiding place of Guinevere. So this is the library of the Holy Spirit. Who troubles the convent at this hour? I recognise that thick frame anywhere. Jenny? Is that you? I am but a poor sister. Please be merciful. Come on, Gwen. Come on now. Don't be daft. Sir Lancelot! By all that's holy! Are you a vision sent to plague me? You can't be my Lancelot returned. Surely not. It's me, Jenny! Oh, Lance! What we had never made any sense. I still don't understand it. Soon. We were bewitched. Or love cannot be understood. I'll say we were bewitched. I think we need to get Gwen back to Arthur. You know, he's had a rough time of it, hasn't he? We were bewitched. What matters now is Arthur. Nothing more. Arthur? Who? What are you talking about? I am riding north for Arthur. And don't mind me with the sword, that's fine. For Arthur? There is still hope for Arthur? If that is true, then there is no time to waste. Good, then come over here already. If you ride with me, my queen, I know Arthur would be happy to see you, even if you were by my side. Probably not, mate. Probably not. Arthur is my husband and my king. But I would ride to save Mordred if I rode with you. Oh wow. So this is what she's going for. So is she going to side with Mordred against Arthur, who betrayed her? Or, well, she kind of betrayed him. But anyway, or she can be in love. Yeah, you be in love with Arthur. Let's get the old band back together. I love him. I always have. I will ride with you. New comrade, do you trust me? Don't look at me that way, you creep. Bloody French. Cool story. I still love Arthur, and he needs me. Vault obstacle. Jump over a blocked square. Oh, that's fun. Never had that ability before. We will wait here until dawn, or we should not stop here. I don't think we need to stop here, do we? Like, everyone's got some health. We're good. We should not stop here. And so they leave the library of the Holy Spirit. How many people remained in the nunnery? None. Sedevant Brook. The rocks of Gelilhodin. I kind of want to go to the rocks of Gelilhodin, although Dinas Bane and Carbonac Pike. How do you get there, I wonder? Probably via one of these things. I go straight to the castle, I guess. Or, let's go to this castle. A fearsome castle controlled by a quiet lady. This castle might be somewhere we could rest for the night. Well, let's see. Yeah, while you flicker. You see what I mean, though? This game has absolutely no bearing on the title screen. Like, the title screen just doesn't seem to evoke the same kind of vibe as this. It's very strange. The final watch of the second night, at Dinas Bane. The freezing midnight rain shows no sign of stopping. The party follows the winding road through the low scrub until they reach the walls of Dinas Bane. Inside the castle is a place of coiled ivy and broken stones. And there's a... something. Well now. Well now, what now? Who now? Oh, hello. Greetings! If it isn't the idiot lovesick Frenchman. You know me! Dunno. I guess I'll jump down here. You're still bitter, witch. Ha! I don't hate you, little man. I pity you. You're like a hungry dog, always sniffing after food. So who is this? Oh, that's Morgana. Okay, I was wondering if it's supposed to be Morgana or not. Which is odd, because that's, isn't that supposed to be Mordred's mother? I need your help, Morgana. You seem to say twice. What is it now? Have you fallen in love with a 16-year-old again? Really? Gwen was 16? Come on, man. What's going on? Poor Lance with his restless, questing Lance. Always yearning for the Queen's most royal chamber. Weird thing to call it, but, you know, alright. Oh, nephew, apparently. Okay, fine. Oh, because I guess in this telling she's Arthur's sister. I'm assuming. So your nephew, Mordred, burns the country. There is no time for this ribaldry. I don't like Mordred, certainly. Stuck-up little vole. You fell from the rear of a horse. Great. Ride to Camlin to bring him down. Ride with me. Do some good for once. Ride with me if you wish, Morgana. But can I trust you, Morgana? Must I watch my back every step of the way? You can watch me, or not watch. Sometimes men do. But if I mean you harm, you will not see me coming. Spoopy. Only one battle remains to fight, and it is not between us. I won that fight years ago. I intend to find my nephew Mordred, and teach him some respect for the old ways. Join me. I'll come see my nephew killed, certainly. It's a stupid family, isn't it? These people are terrible. But look at this. We've got a huge roster. This is madness. Or totally normal. I really don't know. I've only played one other run and I had 2 people with me. So, this seems extreme. Cool story. I walk the weird ways. Pacify. Turn a nearby creature friendly. Wow. That sounds really jolly useful, that. And it costs 2 resolve, but we have resolve coming out of the back of a horse, so... But Sir Lancelot is constantly looking over his shoulder. I'm surprised. Story changed. I don't trust Morgana. Choose an ability. So push forward is the one that we have already, which allows us to push further, or attack diagonally, allows us to attack diagonally. Which I don't think replaces our ability to attack in other directions. So this gives a lot more flexibility at short range, whereas this makes us more of like a long range combatant, essentially, which is quite useful. Yeah, both jolly useful, actually. I'm not sure if any of these guys attack diagonally, so I'll get attacked diagonally. It gives us more options. We'll try it. New hero discovered. Oh, not Morgana. Queen Morgana Le Fay, Arthur's half-sister, the cruel witch. Alright, how cruel? Ice cruel! Lervain's Flats and a Thekla's Hamlet. Okay. Again, I like investigating all the hanging washing. So, a wet bogland as far as the eye can see. And if it's full of bears or something, then we can have Morgana chat it up. Perfect. Alright, come on, peeps. Although we only have 3 rations and 100 people with us. Ah, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yep, health goes down for everybody. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So morale's going to decrease, but We can change that by who we... Oh, it's going to be unchanged. And that unchanged. Okay. But if we give it to her, maybe? Nothing. Give it to Morgana? No. Give it to Sir Dolan. There we go. So, Sir Lancelot eats and shares what remains with the others. And that changes as well. Sir Lancelot distributes most of the food. And sometimes using up all of the food is actually worse than feeding everybody. Or better than feeding everybody, because feeding everybody means you run out of food and everyone's miserable that you ran out of food. So it's kind of interesting. It sort of depends what the makeup is of your group by the looks of it. So it is nice that you sort of can investigate who wants food, who doesn't, and whatever. It's interesting. So anyway, morale unchanged. That works for me. Hopefully we'll find some more food here in all the pockets of the trousers we find hanging in this bog. Sunrise on the third day in Lavaine's flats. The group rides through the long night until the sunrise comes. Dawn barely cuts through the warm haze hanging across the land. Well, alright then. Cloth flaps and flags fly. Lavaine's flats is filled with pavilions and tents. Doesn't look like it is, but sure. I've never liked marshes. Alright, stick to the high ground. Stinking places. Who are you, I wonder? I was crawling with snakes. The mud gets between your toes. Nothing, huh? Aha! These are Mordred's knights. Well now. A dreg from Camelot's empty wineskin. A knight of Sir Mordred. Are you someone I ate with under that mask? You ate under the mask? This special ability allows you to surprise enemies with a diagonal attack. Yeah, I'm well aware. Should I go for that guy? Oh yeah, they come with suggestions, by the way. See? Sir Lancelot has a suggestion. Maybe you should do this. What you do. You could do that I don't trust Morgana. Oh, I have to activate that. That cost me resolve. Oh, that's fine. We have so much of that it's laughable. Surprise! This would be a brief victory. Oh, my hurt Lancelot. How come? Is it because he can reach? Maybe. It's annoying. No, mate. Oh my god, come on. Attack diagonally. Him. This can be okay? Yes, this is fine, apparently. But not him. So maybe there's another person behind that was guarding him. It's a hard thing not to trust one's allies. To be watching one's back all the time. You won't catch me. You won't! Alright, well, kill me then. Oh, no, yeah, there's another one. That's what's going on there. There's another boy there. Another night boy. Alright, hang out there then. I don't mind the mud and muck. Yeah, he's just going to keep moving. You will fall flat. Can I hold? Yeah, I can. I grew up in a farmyard, mucking out pigs. Alright, there he is. In that case. You can't attack diagonally, I don't think. So I think we're good if I attack him. Yep. Nice. Sweet. There's still time for you to die. Mordred will take your head. But know this. Your hopes will be defeated at Camlin. Oh, I've discerned the location of Camlin, apparently. Well, it's about time. It's about bloody time. Okay. Camlin must be near. Sir Lancelot sighs with relief. He turns to see Morgana nearby. Sir Lancelot, you took those knights loyal to Sir Mordred apart. Sir Lancelot nods sadly. I would have rather they had lived. But you don't have to fight alone. We will win this together. Of course. From the bags of one of the dead knights, Sir Lancelot produces an apple. Gained one ration. Better than nothing. It seems there is still hope. Mordred can still be defeated. There's Camlin. Alright, we're here. We're there. We could go to Thecla's Camlet first, though. Yeah, go on then. Whenever you're ready, guys. Midday on the third day. In Thecla's hamlet. Or Thecla's hamlet. The part of Thecla's hamlet is lined with painted shields. Some show old protections. The wheat sheaf, the 2 ravens. Oh wow, this is full of resolve. But most carry the black cross on the white, something dibbly-dibblies. Some peasants are here. Alright, well, yeah, let's just carry on with Lancelot. He's kind of crushing it, so it's all good, really. Oops. Trying to move the camera. No, there. Go there. No, not you. Go on. There we go. Villagers, gather near the fire. Travellers, Gwyn. Nicely dressed travellers, too. Rich pickings and strong swords. Oh, good. No turning back. Thecla's Hamlet is a narrow pass. There is no escape. You must survive, or your journey will end here. Alright, fine. Any cowards? Yeah, let's do that. You do yourselves a great disservice. Well, even more of them? Does he mean to kill us? No, of course not. Unless you make me. We just wish to pass. Gwyn! Get the pigs into the sheds. I don't see this ending well. Just then, there is a great cry. Someone's riding into view. Who's there? My name is Sir Gawain. I was left for dead, but I am not dead. Sir Gawain! I have a storm at my back. And I can move 1 step further after a capture. And I can charge to the far side of the port. Let's do charge across, that sounds lovely. Alright. Come on then, Sir Gawain. You stout lad, you. You should have not come to Thecla's Hamlet, warrior Arthur. Why is that then? Yeah, that'll do, I guess. Now, let my blade be of assistance. I am not afraid. That will get me attacked. So they are hostile. So you move back there, I guess. So I have no choice but to move into view, I imagine. Or, because he can attack everyone from there, actually. That's a bit annoying. So being there and attacking sideways, he's defending. So it's a bit annoying, really. Let's move there with him. We can move diagonally to there if need be. We're in Mordred's country now. We had another like you through here. Some vagabond. We beat him to within an inch of his life. We can show you the same courtesy. Can you, though? I mean, we got some backup, so... Although we do need to do this before morale runs out. Though, it's pretty high, so... Oh, okay. He's going to be defending him now. This country has been sleeping too long. Sir Mordred brings the dawn. He will set us free. So now, I can move him here. Free? What do you want to be free from? Will Sir Mordred free you from justice? From hope? From the burden of a safe country ruled by laws and not force of arms? Yeah. Was your Arthur a good king? All we saw from Arthur were taxes. All we saw was a fine castle with fine high walls. Sir Mordred walks among us, talks to us. More than you would ever do. Alright. Oh, we're just being diagonal stance, do we? Although they can't attack diagonally, right? Yeah, so I'll just change stance. Perfect. The gates of Camelot were always open. People came to us every day, rich, poor, old, young. Those in need and those with plenty. But never us. So, yeah, we can attack this. It's a shame. It's a shame, but I think we have to get rid of these people. It sucks, but it is what it is. Then you have missed your chance to see greatness, goodness, and I will pray for you. Well, alright then. Yeah. Guess we're doing this again. Curses! Sorry, peasants. Lancelot cuts down Gwyn. We'll crush you, every last one of you. So this is actually quite bad, because I can't... I realise I can't actually move anywhere. Lancelot's going to get hit, because I can't move there without him hitting me. Wow, that's sort of annoying, isn't it? That was dumb. Dunno. Let's see, I move there and maybe get hurt. It'll be a toss-up now. That just loses 1 health, by the way, so it's not so bad. Although, if I move there, he'll attack, and then... Okay, that's a bit annoying. Huh. Now I wonder. Because, yeah, he'll be able to attack one, then the other, is the problem. Because if I move him there, he'll attack one, and I have to change stance, then he'll attack the other. In that turn. So... Yeah, I actually need to, Yeah, I guess Lancelot just has to sit there and get hit. Silly Lancelot. Silly. No! Die! By the lady's fingers. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Boop. I will kill you for that, gruff villager. How did you know my name was Gruff? Leave us in peace. Why'd you harry us? Well, because you keep murdering everyone. Why are you not letting us kill your boss or whatever? You heard my friend. Renounce Mordred. Join us. We never wanted to fight you. Yeah, you did. You were telling us you were going to give us a beating, you absolute Burke. Anyway, you wish to change that. You will have to kill him. I will. With that, the gruff villager harries away. And the greatest sword fighter ever gets up from having been beaten up by a peasant after murdering a few of them. You're still with us, Sir Lancelot? Thank you, Sir Gawain. Saved. You saved my life. No one is left behind. Let's see. Every time I fall, you are there. But we don't have time for sentiment. We don't have time for sentiment. We have to go to thingy-what's-it place. But we do not have time for sentiment. Next time I may not survive, but today I do. We must keep riding north. There could be no turning back. You must take better care of yourself, Lance. I do not want you hurt. For some reason, I sound like this now. I am Guinevere. Queen Guinevere. Ho 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 ho. Then the party leaves, Thecla's hamlet behind them, and they do not look back. Well, blimey. Off to Camlin, then. After some mild peasant murder. So we can't go straight to Camlin. We can go to the Grey Hill of the Men Marches. I think straight to Camlin. Yeah, this is it. You're right, mate. You're right. Let's go to Camlin. You're really Sir Lancelot? You're really him? I'm Lancelot. Such as he is. Well, alright then. That's amazing. Yes, it is. I never thought I'd meet you in the flesh. Perhaps you thought I would be burned for treason before you had the chance. You're always the strongest. I don't care what they say about you. Yeah, I mean, I did get decked by that peasant, but, you know, you were the heart of Camelot. If I was Camelot's heart, then that heart was black and rotten to the core. Sunrise on the fourth day. Camlin. The sun rises like a heavy-lidded eye over the fields of Camlin. The crooked river after which the field is named is already red with blood. Mordred's encampment stretches across the nearby hills. Where are you, Mordred? Won't you come out to greet your father? I've come alone. Check it out. We're playing as old Arthur, the doomed king himself. So these guys can't attack sideways. That's fine. So we'll hop up here and we should be able to deck him. There's a couple of knackered knights already. Core story. Now, how has it come to this? Choose an ability. Ready to fight. End in linear stance after a diagonal move. Oh, that's quite good. Or jab. Strike diagonally without moving. Oh my god, that seems really jolly useful as well, actually. These both seem handy. So for because usually what happens is you move diagonally, and then you are still in diagonal stance, and then you have to change direction. And that wastes a turn. This is how to move, and then you can strike in the next turn. But jab, that means you just attack diagonally. You don't have to move into a space that might get you hurt. So these are both really good. Yeah, these are both jolly handy. I think I'll go with jab. It's a bit more defensive. I bring a message from Sir Mordred. Bleed. Wow, that's an insane thing to say, but okay. Yeah, mess him up. You should not have followed Mordred. Bonk. My son's army swarms the slopes, like ants upon a corpse. On a slope. And here I am, fighting to hold back the storm front. Oh, Lancelot, you are the flower of knighthood. Why did you not marry? Then there is a thunder roll at Arthur's back, a clatter of hooves as a party of fighters arrives, led by Sir Lancelot. Arthur! Arthur, we have come. Sir Lancelot, can it be possible? No. No, it cannot. You can't charge, can you? You can charge through, charge forwards through owned squares and attack. That's not owned by him, so we shouldn't be able to attack through this. So I should be okay to move here. Yeah. Lancelot, my old friend. We will fight as brothers once more. We fight as brothers. Cool. Strike diagonally without moving, or advance a party member to your defense. I mean, jab, I think, is still really useful. I don't know how that would be as useful. Advance a party member to your defense. Does it mean from this area straight to him? I think we'll just go with jab still. Less mystery in it. Alright, more here. That's annoying, because... Although we can attack either side. We can attack diagonally, so if we just keep him there, we'll just hold. Actually, I can just move him up instead. That way I'm being more productive. Because he can attack that space, or this space. Either of these. Sir Wade, you have done great honour to your name. I guess that's Sir Wade. Yeah, change stance. Sounds good. I should have attacked him. But I can attack him now, so it doesn't really matter. So, get into that fire. Right. Oh? Oh, can I attack him from here? But if I do... nope, he can attack me. I guess I'll just move to here then. Silly. And now I'll attack him. Thanks, I guess. Get in the fire. Tried and tested strategy. Just push everyone into a fire. Sir Lancelot swings again, sending another knight of Sir Mordred into the dirt. And then he strikes another time. This move requires moving diagonally. Oh. Of course. It's not like this one. But it's fine. What? Arthur wants to sacrifice himself for a tactical advantage. What are you talking about? Why would you do that? Is this... Why would you want to sacrifice yourself for a tactical advantage? You can attack diagonally. You can just move there, and he'll move, and we'll kill him. Like, what the hell, Arthur? Get away, then. The fearsome knight of Sir Mordred hurries away, and Sir Lancelot cheers. Good job not murdering yourself, you absolute lunatic. So we're going to move with King Arthur, because it will pick up more resolve on the way. There's a path uphill from here. I see someone waiting. I would know that figure anywhere. It's Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm coming for you now, Sir Mordred. I will go. Arthur, let me do it? That doesn't sound like a bad idea. Truth be told. They've both got the bases covered. Except I don't think Arthur has to be in diagonal attack mode to use the jab, which I think makes him more useful. So I think we'll go with... Yeah, I think Arthur will do this. May God be with you. On the hill above the bloody field stands a figure that could almost be Arthur's own shadow. If only it was a lot smaller and less beardy. Sunrise on the fourth day, Sir Mordred. Arthur peers through the haze to see the figure beckoning with a crooked finger. The sounds of the battle are lost behind him as he approaches. Here I am, son. Where you wanted me. You came to see me crowned? Father! I'm touched. Alright, whatever, mate. Just step over here so I can stab you. Sir Egan! Egan, you have fallen. You should never have followed me. Thy Pegasus's flatulence, Mordred exclaims in blind rage. I despise you. New ability, spin attack. Can spin into linear stance to attack an adjacent enemy. Okay? I think. Does that mean I can't move there? I honestly don't know. I guess I'll just stand here. See where he goes. No, Mordred. I've come to see you throw down your sword. Accept your wrongdoing. My wrongdoing?
I am the rightful heir. All the previous king lost and all control, wouldn't you say? And this country needs me. This country wants me.
Cool, bro.
You've whipped the people into a bloodlust.
That's true.
They say they will sell their skins in your service. They know who their king is. They know which way the wind is blowing.
Stab.
We fight as brothers.
The fine edge of Arthur's sword flashes in the rain.
Father!
Yes, my son.
I'm sorry, son.
I'm sorry, son. Sorry, didn't mean to stab you.
Father! I've always hated you. I knew you were a monster.
I tried to be a good man, or I was a good man? I tried to be a good man.
I tried to be a good man. Did you try for anything, ever? You spoiled little shit? Or did you expect to be given it all just because of who I was? My father was a beast who wore fine clothes, as am I.
Finery can be earned.
You chose your ignorance.
I like that one.
You chose your ignorance. You wore it like a cloak. I pity you, my son.
Mordred stares back with glassy eyes, a cruel smile moving across his lips, as though with joy. Amazing, amazing death noises. Then with the last strike of the sword, Arthur strikes and kills his son. Presumably, I hadn't read the rest. I am so, so sorry.
I detest you, He-Man!
On the lower slopes, the sounds of war would rise from the field of battle. Arthur hears the shouts at the rest of the group, still alive. But Arthur cannot give a cheer. Camelot is gone. So much has been lost. Then Arthur stumbles, looking down at his side. Mordred's sword is buried just beneath his lowest rib. We were the last of the Pendragons, you and I. The black dragon and the red. Together we could have done so much. The old king falls to his knees as his eyes begin to mist over. It is growing cold. Night is drawing in before its time. Merlin, did we do enough? When this madness ends, will they remember? So it ends. Britain, AD 673. Mordred has fallen, killed by his own father. Songs will be sung of the Battle of Camlan. But for now, a long cold dark will fall. Camelot is no more, only the dream will survive. And this is what happened. We won a theatrical victory after 4 days, which is super mega easy mode. But you know, whatever. You guys get a sense of it, right? So yeah, I think this game is fun. I think it's a nice little, it's a fun mechanism for storytelling, which I think is interesting. I think a lot of games could be better at storytelling, honestly, especially a lot of the sort of, you know, roguelites. It's kind of nice to have that sort of rolling narrative where you feel your choices have some, give some direction to like what's going on. I kind of like it. So sort of like a choose your own adventure thing, but which sounds like a very basic premise, but like it's not often done well. So I always want to encourage it because I really like that sort of role-playing sort of aspects that get folded into games like this. Because you know, tactics games are fun, but they're so often like have a generic squad of things that are totally featureless, and then and then do the mission with the featureless guys or whatever. So you know, I kind of like it adds some character to the characters. So yeah, I like it. So yeah, it's just gonna be a one shot, though. I'm not gonna be doing another episode of this, but I thought it'd be nice to visit it because it's an interesting concept for a game. So I want to hop in. Some quite unique take on the whole. Yeah, Tom Cale, nice one, Tom Cale. Big fan. Yeah, I thought it was a fun concept, honestly. Just the sort of strategy elements felt very much like a board game, more so than most other games. A very simple premise, but like there's some depth to it, despite the very simple gameplay loop. So all the little story elements and choosing how long do I take to get there. You know, do I take my time, collect more people to help me? You know, what do you do? And I like that. It's fun. So yeah, good luck to the devs. I hope I wish them the best success with this. It's a very challenging game. And now I'm not sure what to do with the credits, because it feels a shame to skip it. But I'm going to see what happens afterwards, because I might have unlocked something. Oh, here we go. Oh, almost. Almost unlocked it. Almost unlocked the next difficulty. Never mind. So, yeah. Good stuff. So, yeah, and plenty of characters. I just want to point that out. There's a lot of characters. There's a lot of different stories to follow. Even one of... a pregnant man? No idea. And some kind of goblin? I'm not really sure. But there's a lot of characters in here, which I think is rather charming too. So yeah, because yeah, this playthrough that I did with Guinevere was very, very different to playing as Lancelot. Very, very different. So it's cool. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a bit different, and I thought I'd give it a go. So if you enjoyed it, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And yeah, be sure to just stay tuned for whatever the heck I'm doing next. I don't really know. My whole schedule is up in arms at the moment. So wish me luck. Brilliant. I'll catch you the next one. Have a good day, guys.